Hi, I'm Dan Orwig, President and CEO of the Mother's Day, Father's Day Council. Lori, thank you for that introduction. Our good friend, Mark Shriver, the Senior Vice President of Save the Children's U.S. programs, couldn't be here today. He called us last night, had a family issue that he had to take care of today. I think he called Lori and I last night, and the first thing we said was family first, #1 priority. So we will take care of it. So for the moment, I am filling in for Mark and going to try to express how great and influential Save the Children is and talk a little bit about our experience on our field trip that we went on a couple weeks ago. So the Father's Day, Mother's Day Council has been a proud supporter of Save the Children for many years. In fact, in the past 9 years alone, we have donated more than $5 million to Save the Children. We feel so connected to that charity. In fact, the Father's Day, Mother's Day Council was one of the first organizations to support Save the Children in their Hurricane Harvey response in 2017. As you know, proceeds of this luncheon will be allocated to Save the Children's U.S. programs, which help make positive changes in the lives of children living in poverty right here in our country. I recently had the privilege of joining my colleagues from Save the Children on an inspiring trip to Cook County, Tennessee. In this rural, impoverished area, 40% of the children live below the poverty line. We took a trip to 2 local schools to experience their environment and see firsthand how our funds we donated from these luncheons, make a meaningful difference in the lives of kids and deserving families nationwide. What we saw was shocking and awe-inspiring. In the 2 schools that we visited, 100% of the children were there on the free lunch program. Dan to ad-lib detail. Ad-lib the trip. All right, had to ease it back a little bit. So now I'll talk a little bit about the trip, okay. So Cook County, Tennessee. Population, 35,000. Medium income, 31,000. 70% of the children are eligible for free and reduced price meals. And as I mentioned, 40% of the children live in poverty. So 5 of us went on a field trip, leaving from New York. Myself, Dana Verrill, Nancy Schmidt, all right, Sunil Sani. Nancy's part of the Mother's Day Council, and Sunil is part of the Father's Day Council and also a board member of Save the Children. And our leader, Jen from Save the Children, arranged the whole trip and made it one heck of an experience. So the goal of these trips are really to see firsthand how our contributions up here in New York City affect so many people, nationwide, kids and families. I wanted to really see it on the ground. So we got to meet with our field teams in Cook County, Tennessee. And these field teams, these people, we call them saints. The work that they do is truly, truly amazing. We have some pictures? Yes. Oh, that's my favorite picture. So we got to visit schools with the field team. One of my favorite experiences of the trip was that one there, that shaving cream smeared across the table, and we got to practice writing letters with 4 and 5-year-old kids to get them to, understand and be more engaged in learning and reading. Who's that, Sunil? I think you had some on your face by the end. Yeah. We also got to go to home visits with the field team. And these homes are not probably close to the homes that we live in, really poverty situations. And we got to see the Save the Children's field team work directly with children. On the one case that I went to was a 3-year-old girl who was as happy as can be, not realizing that her situation was not in the best shape. And we got to see the field team work and engage this young girl in reading and learning and trying to really motivate her to stay positive. And we got to see how they help the mothers and families help teach the kids after the field team leaves so they can continue that education to these young kids, really trying to give them a chance. The takeaways that I always, this is my second trip that I went on, takeaways Really, the experience is truly humbling, and it puts a lot of things in perspective. Cook County, Tennessee is 2 hours away from Manhattan. It's quite a difference in living conditions and experiences from here to there. So very influential and as Lori said, life-changing in many ways. I think Nancy would probably agree with that. So that's my ad lib. Thank you. Okay. Enjoy some of those pictures. So the idea of helping children and their families living in poverty is not new. In fact, Save the Children's work in the 1930s in Harlan County, Kentucky, feeding kids during the Great Depression, helped pave the way for the creation of the federal school lunch program. One of our priorities at the National Father's Day, Mother's Day Council is to help Save the Children replicate that by raising funds to invest in high-quality early childhood development programs that produce results. We and our friends at Save the Children believe that early childhood education is one of the best investments our country can make. The good news is that lots of effective programs are being delivered across America today. One of those programs is Save the Children's Kinder Boost. Research shows that to transition into kindergarten is a significant milestone in the lives of young children and their families. That's why Save the Children has created Kinder Boost, a 2-week program designed to make the transition a positive one for kids, moms, and dads alike. The program's primary objectives are for children to become familiar with their new school environment, meet the school staff, make new friends, and engage in early learning activities. This program began in 2015 with a pilot program in Kentucky serving only 14 children. This summer, Save the Children will offer Kinder Boost in 25 communities across California, Kentucky, Mississippi, South Carolina, Tennessee, Washington, and West Virginia, serving over 1,000 children. This is just one example of the amazing work that Save the Children does. We continue to be proud partners of Save the Children and all the work that they do. And we certainly could not do any of this without all of your help and support. So thank you very much, and happy Mother's Day.